Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Desert Sage Podcast. It's 14th of October, 2022, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Lake Pleasant in Arizona. There's several lakes in this southwest region of Arizona that if you haven't gone to, you should go check them out. Beautiful. Obviously, Lake Havasu, Lake Pleasant, Lake Roosevelt, just a little bit further up the road, but beautiful place. A little windy this morning. Sun just coming up, so I'll try to keep the disruptions to a minimum. I just wanted to let you know I finished posting episode 2, part 2 on methods of manipulation. We went into divide and conquer and indoctrination. Divide and conquer is appropriate right now, particularly this time of year. I'm sure that most people are really getting hammered with political advertisements and recommendations to get out and vote, and all the urgency that goes along with that, of course. And when I hear that, all I hear is more or less, give my guy or my gal the gun. Give them the gun, this time. Give them the power. And that's what I hear. When I hear advertisements and commercials on TV, these candidate commercials, it sickens me, first of all, and I generally will either turn it off or mute it. But it's really appropriate right now, particularly in regards to episode 2, Divide and Conquer, because that's all politics is, folks. It's Team Coke versus Team Pepsi, and nothing ever changes. You've been given the illusion of choice. And these politicians, they are not out for your interests. If it's not abundantly clear to you by now, if you've lived long enough, if you're in your 30s, 40s and 50s particularly, and 60s, you have no excuse. You've been doing this, repeating the same process for, however many years you are, and you haven't still figured out that nothing changes. Nothing ever changes. It is a uniparty, folks. It's a uniparty. And people ask me, or they get pissed off and say, well, if you don't vote, you don't have a say, or you can't complain. The fuck I can't complain. First of all, on voting day, you're going to find me at home. I'm not going to be at the polls, and I'm going to be resting comfortably after that, knowing that whoever you ended up putting in office there, when they fuck everything up, guess who I'm going to be coming back to? You say, well, you're not engaging in the process, in the democratic process. You should be going through your representatives, and that's why we are where we are, people. That's why we are in the state that we're in now, in this country, because we've allowed government to grow to the point where it has. They have become corrupt, and all they do is push that political pendulum one way or to the other, to the extreme right, and to the extreme left, and it just keeps getting more and more partisan, more and more divided, and people keep digging their heels in. My team. No matter what, I'm going to vote along party lines. No matter, my guy's better. It's better to put my person in, or my gal in, than your person. Yeah, they're both messed up, but yet people still can't come to the realization you're still voting for evil. Lesser two evils is still voting for evil, people. And, I've said this many, many times, but in any case, in episode 2, part 2, we get into divide and conquer and all the strategies and the methods that they use to keep people divided, to keep this country divided, to keep you separated both internally and externally. We talk about different types of conflict, and primarily there's two. The internal conflict, the struggles that you have with yourself internally, which are stoked because you are being manipulated through the media and other means. So they stoke that division within yourself. They want to keep you separated within yourself internally. They want to keep you separated from the creator of the universe. They want to keep you separated from nature. And obviously the external conflicts, human-to-human conflicts, they want to keep you separated from each other, and generally it's done through identity, as we talk about in episode 2. Whether it's race, religion, your sex, your gender, ethnicity, all the variety of ways that they try to keep us separated and fighting with each other internally so that we never take the pitchforks after the real shit stains that need it. So when you think you're doing your civic obligation, your civic duty to get out and vote, this year, just reflect. Just take a second and reflect over your experience with what you understand about voting and this two-party system that we have, this corrupt two-party system that we have. We're going to take your money, and spend it the way that they want. Taxation is theft. We've talked about it. Quit euphemizing it. Taking your goods, the fruits of your labor, and deciding where to spend it. Yeah, and you have no say. You think you do, but you have no say. It's unfortunate, too. That people stay in this state and they never self-reflect long enough to go, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I making the decisions that I'm making? Historically, and in most cases, we find that your attachment to your political party generally will come from family. Well, my parents were staunch Republicans or Democrats or whatever the case is, and so same thing with your religion. Why are you a Catholic or Protestant or Lutheran? Why? Well, generally you think back, well, my parents were, or one of my parents was. That's how you got your religious affiliation. That's generally how most people get their political affiliation, or their friends. Look, my point here is that regardless of what you think about, your vote and how much it counts, if you are going to engage in the process, if you are going to either vote on propositions, ballot measures, or for candidates, for God's sakes, do your homework. Vet these people. And then that never happens. That never happens. Most of the people never take the time to go through those propositions and take a look and really read them and research them, and find out whether or not this is something that is for the benefit of the people. And in most cases, you'll find that even if you do, a proposition gets passed, it gets made into law, many times you'll have it overturned, either because of the language, it wasn't written properly, it was unclear, the intent and what come out of the legislature don't match. So again, if you are going to engage in this process, at least do your homework. Vet these people, vet these candidates, and don't vet them on their positions. That's the mistake that a lot of people make. Vet them on their character. You can forgive mistakes of competency. When people get into these positions, these political positions, you can forgive mistakes of competency. These new people, naive, thinking that they're going to go in and drain the swamp, isn't going to happen. But you can't forgive mistakes of character. You can't. And so vet these people for their character, if they have any. Talk to them about natural law. Ask them these questions that I've posed before. You understand a right from a wrong? Where do our rights come from? Find out how constitutional these people really are. What they understand about the Constitution, the true intent of the Constitution as it was written, and the fact that it was written on the principles of natural law. Principles are first things. And you want to vet them for their character. What are their principles? What are the principles they stand on? Ask anybody in any of these parties, this two-party system, what are the principles that the Democrats or the Republicans stand on? What are their principles? See what kind of answer you get. Okay. Again, it's, what I hear, and I've seen many articles in the paper of congressmen, senators, saying, vote for me, vote for us, you've got to vote our party, and this is the worst crisis we've ever seen in history, and they've destroyed our country. Referring generally, if it's Republicans, to the Democrats now because the Democrats are in power, and Biden's out there doing his business. As soon as you get a Republican in, it's going to be the same thing, folks, the same thing. They talk a good game, but when it comes right down to it, nothing ever changes. And it's never for the benefit of us. Give my guy or my gal the gun. Give them the power this time. We want revenge for what these shit stains did to us last time. That's what you hear. That's what you hear from people. And then nothing ever changes. So, in any case, I hope you get an opportunity to view episode 2, part 2. I know there's a mistake on the slide. It said episode 2, part 3. I got ahead of myself. I put the wrong slide in there. Look, I'm going to make these mistakes on occasion. Again, I'm going to try to get better. Try to present these walk and talks from various locations across Arizona. Beautiful state. These high desert lakes or desert lakes are just gorgeous. We decided to do some camping, some dry camping, hence the unshaven appearance. It is what it is. You get what you get, folks. But it's also our anniversary. My wife and I have been married 27 years, and we're going to pack things up here and get ready to go celebrate. So in any case, I'm going to leave it at that for now. Just a quick one today, just to let you know that I'm out there. I apologize for the delay in getting episode 2, part 2 out. I took pretty much the month of September off. My wife and I did. We had things we had to get done, and life comes first. We got to take care of business first, and then on to this. So again, I apologize for the delay. I'll try to be more consistent, to try to get something out at least once a month, to include a walk and talk. As far as updates on Havasu Patriots goes, I'm going to be at a booth in Yucca on November 12th. We have a table set up there to be talking about the Havasu Patriots. And a lot of people are of the misunderstanding that there's some formal process to join the Havasu Patriots. There's no membership, folks. You just go on our website, give us your email. We'll put you on the email distribution list so that when we do have live events, or we have our online events, our Zoom events, which are going to be coming up here soon. I'm just about have the platform ready for multiple guests. I think we can have up to 100 participants. So when we have the online Havasu Patriot meetings, you'll get the notifications for that as well. So in any case, enjoy your day. I know I'm going to. Again, I hope you get some clarity out of these walk and talks. We don't have to agree. That's not the point here. But we should have the ability to have the dialogue. I should be able to say the things that I want to say. You can get offended as you want. I really don't care. It's fine. You can get offended all you want to, but then reflect on why you're offended. What is it that I said that's pissed you off? So in any case, I thought this walk and talk was appropriate, given we got an election coming up, and apparently it's for all the stakes in the world, like it is every time. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying things haven't progressively gotten worse as a result of this process, but it's not the height that they want it to be. And all it is designed to drive that wedge between us and use that divide and conquer strategy like they have for centuries. All right, folks, take care. Thank you for listening. Peace, truth, freedom.